Hey y'all, what's the first thing you think of when you think of slavery? I bet you anything it's Africans, African Americans. That's the first thing you think of when in history every race on this earth has been a slave at one time or another in history. But, the only thing anybody ever thinks of when the word slavery comes out is African American, African slaves. That's it. And you know why? Because their people are the ones who've bitched, moaned, and groaned and cried about slavery all throughout the years. Just whined and cried because their own people sold them. And that's why whenever you think of slavery, that's all you think of is black people. Well, I can tell you what, the biggest atrocity of mankind was the Holocaust. And I hate when people try to compare the two, black slavery to Holocaust. There's absolutely no comparison whatsoever. Millions of Jews got marched to their death in these extermination camps back in World War II. Millions. And you can't compare, the slaves that got hung or slaves that got whipped or their feelings got hurt or whatever. You can't compare the two. And anybody that tries to compare the two, I say, you need a basic math lesson. Find out how many Jews were killed by the Germans back in the day. Find out how many millions were marched into extermination camps and gassed. There's no comparison to slavery whatsoever. None. And these people that try to do that are just ignorant. Just total ignorant. But like I said, every time someone thinks slavery, they always think African. Yeah, there's, been numerous other races that were slaves as well. But black people just want to bitch and moan and groan the most about it. And, act self-entitled about it. And my opinion is their own people sold them. Their own people did. And they certainly, wouldn't be alive today if they were able to live back in Africa, back when their ancestors did. They were killing each other. And in some instances, they were eating each other. There were cannibals in Africa. And they, Africa's a shithole. They make houses out of their own shit there. So yeah, these self-entitled African Americans, oh, they make me sick. They make me so sick. Because they don't know how good they got it. And they still want to bitch and moan and groan and complain about things that it didn't affect them whatsoever. And trust me, if their ancestors would have still been in Africa, they probably wouldn't be here to this day. They'd probably already died of famine or get sold off to a slave somewhere else in some other country. But yep, don't compare the American slavery to the Holocaust. That's just ignorance.